pop quiz. You know what's cool? Time's up. Shopify was the correct answer to that question. Shopify is the commerce platform that millions of businesses use across the globe. We here at SuperMega use Shopify and we love it. It makes everything so easy when it comes to, you heard us say it before, when it comes to international shipping, when it comes to organization and inventory. It's a must for us. Turn your business idea into... with Shopify on your side. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period over at shopify.com/super. That's shopify.com/super. One more time, shopify.com/super.
Will you be at the gates of heaven? Congratulations, you won! Alert! 今天恢复你美丽的 Boston。
Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, it is another fantastic day to listen to your two favorite white men do a podcast.
That's right. It's me, Ryan McGee, and I'm here with the one and only...
Matthew Watson.
Not the one that jumps out of a helicopter to fish, and also not the one that started some sort of apocalypse.
Right. Not the yeah, or the one from CarWow, the one that does like the car reviews.
Yeah.
Or the baseball player. Or the guy that ran for Republican senator in Nebraska.
Yeah. But this is the Let's Player Matt Watson. No other.
Well, I would. I'd prefer like comedian Matt Watson. You know.
Yeah, you would, wouldn't you, buddy?
I would. I would love to be called. I would love to be referred to as a comedian.
But we don't have our comedian passes.
Why don't we have our comedian passes?
Because we were late on registration for 2025, and
you didn't pay that shit.
No, that was my
dude. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. So, Joe Rogan emailed us about it.
Like, yeah, but it's on you to pay it. So
he's like, bro, what the F? The comedian pass. You forgot?
Dude. !
Question mark. And he actually did multiple of those because he was so distraught by the news that he wouldn't be seeing us around because Joe can only hang with people who have the comedy pass.
Well, this is embarrassing for us because, even Brandon Wardell has one. So, what does that say?
You know who else has one?
Who?
Your mom.
Shut the fuck up, man. You know what?
I'm kidding. But more in like a tragedy sense.
What? What do you mean? What do you mean a tragedy sense?
Your mom's middle name. I'm kidding. Your beautiful blue eyes when you look at me, I can't help but muster up just a wholehearted giggle.
You know where I got these beautiful blue eyes from?
Certainly not that sow of a mother. I'm kidding, dude. Come on.
I did get them from my mom.
I know. Your mom is actually,
she has the alleles or whatever the fuck the term is for blue eyes. Blue eyes.
Your mom's a wonderful woman in reality. In Super Mega World, we love to goof on Ann Watson.
Well, in reality, she's... she gave me these beautiful blue eyes. Surprisingly, Dale was not the one to give me the Aryan kind of... Because I was born as, like, platinum blonde until I was, like, 9 years old. Like, platinum blonde, blue eyes. And you would think that good old Dale would have been the one with the Aryan genes, but no. That was Mommy Ann. She gave me that.
Love Mommy Ann.
Love Mommy Ann.
Since we're on the topic of Mommy Ann, I as a gift, I sent your mom very expensive. I sent her an elliptical. She hasn't. sorry. Sorry.
Dude,
Wait.
man, it's not often we break, but it was just like usually we could do these bits, but
I was, the
thought of sending her a weight loss,
and she hasn't texted me back, and I'm just wondering if it's like maybe she got the wrong idea. Like I had good intentions with, everyone starts the new year with health goals.
Starting the new year with health goals for someone else.
buying someone an expensive workout machine.
They are expensive, dude. I remember my mom and dad got one when I was in middle school, and I remember it was like a big deal. And like every time,
let's preface: your dad got your mom and dad.
Yeah. Surprise!
I like it.
What?
I was thinking we could use this. I could use it from time to time, and
She used it like every morning. Really, I don't have many memories of that elliptical except one time I crushed myself between the fucking like arm thing and the bar. It fucking hurt. And then another time I turned
you shouldn't be playing with workout equipment.
I know. I could have killed myself. Another time I turned the air conditioning down so low one night that when I woke up, my mother went, "Matthew, did you know that this morning when I did the elliptical, it was the first time I didn't sweat?" Because I guess I had turned the air really low. Or maybe she just didn't put enough work in.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. She wasn't working hard enough.
I said, damn, Mom.
Think about all the people who go out and jog on a brisk morning.
Yeah, it's like that's way colder than fucking, I probably set it to like 68 or something.
Dew fresh on the lawn, cool breeze. Cool breeze ahead. I don't know why I did that.
Why did you do that?
Because I guess I had a tick to do it. I had an urge to do it. Even though it's not a reference to anything, but I did it in like a semi-Captain Phillips voice. So my brain obviously was like thinking of Captain Phillips while I said that.
What do you think he's doing right now?
Captain Phillips is probably scrolling through TikTok and laughing his ass off.
At what?
Probably some woke Snow White memes or something, like anti-woke.
Right.
Snow White memes.
Yeah, I could see that 100%.
Although he seems like a sweet man. Maybe.
Yeah, do you see the way he thanked the SEALs that saved him? There's a video. He goes, "Thanks, guys."
Maybe he's finally like at the point where he's caught up with what everything, because he's so old.
Right,
at this point. That he's probably finally like maybe reposting the Pokemon Go to the polls thing in support.
I mean, he was out in that boat for years, so I mean, he missed a lot of stuff.
God love Captain Phillips. He is a hero.
He absolutely is a fucking hero. No, I'm gonna get kidnapped, guys. Stand back.
He saved all those people on that boat. In a sense,
the people he saved kind of disagree, but
he diverted their attention
with a
kind
magic
of like,
trick.
Like how at the start of like it can be a comedy movie, action movie, all the time. It's like we're gonna need a diversion or we're gonna need a distraction. It's something like that.
Classic.
He provided that. He was that.
And I got it. I'm sure if you were like crew on that cargo ship, the second you saw that lifeboat with Captain Phillips in it go overboard, you're like, oh fuck.
Oh yeah.
I did not see that coming.
Well, not to mention, at least in the movie, I don't know if they did this in real life, but Captain Phillips and the crew Home Aloned the Somali pirates for a little bit.
Dude, they fucking did Home Alone them.
Like break glass.
Like they shut the power off, broke some glass, and like one of the pirates stepped on it. It was like, zoinks!
That should have been the whole movie.
Honestly, like setting up like paint cans to like swing down and hit them in the head when they go through a door.
We might have mentioned this in our what is it? Our commentary track we did.
We
on
probably
Captain
did.
Phillips.
We did an Uncle Sleepover episode of where we watched Captain Phillips. Hey, if you guys enjoyed the recent Uncle Sleepover that we put on YouTube of the Michael Jackson documentary, let us know, and maybe we can make some episodes out of the movies we've already watched, like Captain Phillips,
and
to put on YouTube.
Maybe Taken.
Taken, yeah.
There's another Forrest Gump. There's some that I would feel like do deserve that treatment. Not for everyone, but honestly, I do like the idea.
All three Spy Kids and Kangaroo Jack were good. I think Taken was probably the funniest.
Yeah.
Or I don't know, little man.
If we do say so ourselves.
If we do, yeah. Sitting here just like rating our own things on how funny they are.
Super mega funny tier list.
I got one for you. I might have talked about this on Super Mega Cast or something, but it has to do with my parents again. And
Jeez, here we go again.
I'm sorry, it's trauma. You know, it's like, have I ever told you the vaj story?
About your parents?
Yeah.
About how they used to get you to help apply it?
Not that one. Different vaj story. When I was shortly after I graduated high school.
Luke's gonna have to cut that one out.
Why? No, he can't.
That's just child molestation.
No, you never said I was under 18.
Oh, true.
You know, because actually this story I was over 18.
Okay.
So it's just shortly after I graduated high school, and I don't know why I felt like just kind of like fucking with my parents' relationship a little bit.
You bought Vagisil or something?
Okay, yeah. So I bought. You reminded me of this because of the my dad gifting my mom a weight loss machine. Yeah. So
gifting her like a Weight Watchers account.
Yeah, so I bought
a Weight Watchers scale that comes with a month free subscriction to the premium.
I already put your card on file, so it'll auto bill. No, but I bought it like a tube of Vagisil, and when you walk into my childhood house, when you walk into the front door, there's like the foyer, and then there's
the clown mannequin.
Well,
I don't know why.
You just ignore it usually, but there's like a little
animatronic.
Shut the fuck up, dude. There's like a little table. It's not a table, but it's like a, you know what I'm talking about? It's like a tall, thin kind of table. Stop, dude.
It's not a table. It's like a stand.
Like that thing.
It's like a four-legged stand.
Like that right there. You know, it's not really a table, but it's a. You know, you'd put like a bowl with some like decorative fruits on it.
Okay, so a media stand.
Or scented pine cones. Or a bowl where you put keys. Anyway, I put the tube of Vagisil there. And I just left it. And I waited. And my mom...
like the Viet Cong. You lied and you waited.
I waited for Charlie. I was looking in the tree lines waiting. And the details are a little fuzzy at this point. I'm trying to remember. But my mom, if I remember correctly, my mom sees the tube of Vagisil when she gets home and goes, what is this? and I go, I don't know, Dad got that. And she was like, your father got this? And I was like, yeah, why would I buy that?
What kind of prank is this, dude?
It's kind of evil, I guess.
Yeah,
they got divorced like a year later.
It all stems from this fucking Vagisil bottle.
I mean, on it, like, it was like I went off to college and then they got divorced. And this was right before I went off to college. So maybe, I mean, what if this was like something that escalated it?
It just sounded like your mom was biding your time until you left.
That's painfully truthful. My God. Mom, don't listen to this episode. No, dude, because imagine if I had gone out that night, gone to work, whatever, and like she gets in this big fight with my dad over it, and then now my mom's listening to this episode, realizes 10 years later, like a decade later, that that was my son pranking me, and she's like, I have to get Dale back, and then it's like a whole Parent Trap type situation.
Yeah,
from the Vagisil
with Dennis Quaid.
Dennis Quaid, last time he came to a family gathering, got a little too drunk. He said the N-word. So
it's always. To be fair, he was doing his Ronald Reagan impression.
Which, also to be fair, is a great impression.
So it was in character.
And it's a good impression.
That's not fair. Ronald Reagan was a hero that lied to the American people.
And introduced crack into the poor communities. But that's besides the fact.
And had dealings with the Soviets. Never mind.
Ad reads.
Pop quiz. You know what's cool? Time's up. Shopify was the correct answer to that question. Shopify is the commerce platform that millions of businesses use across the globe. One of those businesses does include us, by the way. From big brands, small brands, brands that are too hot to brands that are too cold, so many brands are hosted with Shopify. Shopify just helps businesses, small or large, get their product out there to the consumer in an easy and fun way. You can start with their site design studio. You know, they have a bunch of different templates. You don't have to know all this coding and all these intricate know-hows of how to make a website. They make it easy. Not to mention, they also make it super easy to put together a social media campaign to advertise what it is exactly you're putting out there into the world. And best yet, Shopify acts as a little commerce expert. From managing inventory to international shipping, they have you covered. So if you're ready to sell, then you're ready for Shopify. We here at SuperMega use Shopify, and we love it. It makes everything so easy when it comes to, you heard us say it before, when it comes to international shipping, when it comes to organization and inventory, it's a must for us. Turn your business idea into with Shopify on your side. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period over at shopify.com/super. That's shopify.com/super. One more time, shopify.com/super. He apologized on national television for it.
For what?
For the Soviet
shit. For the
shit.
crack? What Soviet
shit? For the dealing weapons to Russia.
Oh, yeah. When there's like an embargo? Mm-hmm. Hey, man, a man's got to hustle.
He went, we are not giving weapons to Russia. And then, you can just do, a sharp cut to, I apologize for giving weapons to Russia.
I feel like every president has one of those moments. There was the whole Iran-Contra affair back in the whenever where it's like we were funding both sides of a war, giving both sides a bunch of weapons and money to fight each other. And we're like, yeah, all right, fight, boys, fight.
Now, I will put a disclaimer. I am a U.S. citizen that was educated by the United States educational system. So, to what of this amounts to fact or truth or whatever?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who really does know? Were you there?
I wasn't
there. Did you
there.
watch Ronald Reagan personally hand an AK-47 over to Khrushchev?
Well, I told you the time machine I'm building is not charged yet. It takes about a decade just because of the amount of power that it needs.
But how are you going to get?
I'm having to take power from my neighbors.
No, I know. You showed me
the city
setup. It's really fantastic, dude. But
9.5 more years to go.
Mm-hmm. Can't wait. You're actually being serious, and I come over to your house, and there's just all this schizophrenic writing on the walls, and all these cables, and
whiteboards, just kind of crooked on the wall
with equations that just do not make sense.
Chalkboards.
Thank you.
That feels more crazy.
And then just old busted generators from a junkyard with oil dripping out. Dude, only 9.5 more years, and I can go back and see Ronald Reagan, and make it and stop him from making a mistake.
I have the oven always on,
open. It's warm. That would work, right? That would work to heat the house, right?
In a sense.
In a sense. Innocence is forever lost.
If you burn down your house.
You can't burn your house down by leaving the fucking oven open.
Can we get a fact check on that? I feel like those are important these days. So, Luke, feel free.
Yeah. Well, Luke probably just proved me right on that one. But anyways, there's something I've been wanting to show you, man. I've got a surprise for you, and I've been waiting all episode to give it to you. I'm really excited.
Yeah, for me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's for both of us, but
oh, okay. So it's like a gift for SuperMega.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
If you look within the hat, what do you see?
2 fortune cookies.
That's right.
Okay.
Let's open some fortune cookies, dude.
Mine's a little broken.
Here, you want this one?
No, it's fine.
This one's whole.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure you want? Okay.
I'll take the broken one.
Shit, did we just do like a Freaky Friday thing? You touched. We now. Both of our energies are on both cookies.
Hopefully these are good fortunes then.
Don't make a wish to see life from a different perspective or anything like that. Don't do anything where like you can imagine where at the end of it the sentence "and the monkey paw curls" would not go out at the end of that. So like I wish I could have. I'm not doing it right now, but like if you're thinking of fortune, if you're gonna make a wait, you make a wish on fortunes, right? You open it and make a wish.
No.
Huh?
It just tells you your fortune. Have you ever done a fortune cookie before?
Yeah, I break it. You eat everything inside, like the little. It's kind of. It's like with the Catholics with the body of Christ.
Right.
I'm guessing this is.
It's the body of Mao Zedong.
I was about to say.
Honestly,
I feel like you're being sarcastic, but
it's the body of Mao.
Okay, good.
He
Well, it
created
turns
fortune.
into the body of Mao when it's ingested.
Right. He created
When it hits the stomach, the mixture of the stomach. Okay.
Let's open them, man. Let's see what we got.
See what our fortunes have. I want to mention that these are Panda Express fortune cookies.
Don't bring them into it.
Okay. All right. Oh! Where are my lucky numbers?
Yo, these don't have lucky numbers. What the fucking kind of cheap shit fortune cookie is this? The paper is actually pretty nice, though. Like, that's...
Panda Express branded.
Yeah, they put their name on it like it's a quote from them.
Oh, well.
Mine says, "Everything you desire must be earned. Panda Express."
Mine says... I want to finish.
Yeah, go. You can finish chewing. Kind of leaving a bad aftertaste, actually, those fortune cookies.
Draw upon your special talents to charm those around you. Panda Express. I'm guessing it's referring to the dance classes I've been tap classes I've been taking.
You know,
doesn't require a lot for my back. You would think it would, but
well,
it actually builds strength in my lower back, so it's helping me with my back issues.
Oh, I'll tell you something, man. Like, not a lot of people, maybe back in like the 20s or 30s, people were busting out tap dance routines all the time. You'd be at a flappers club or something, and all of a sudden, there'd be like a handsome dude and three ladies just tap, 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 tap.
Mm-hmm.
They don't do that anymore.
I brought my tapping shoes. I wore my tapping shoes out.
So, just like, I'm just imagining like it's kind of closing time at a mall.
Closing time.
That song's about being born. Did you know that? I'll get back to that, but it's like closing time at the mall. It's like, it closes in like 10 minutes, so you're like one of the only people there, and there's this dude just walking by with tap shoes on, and it's just this loud.
He's doing a little flair,
Dude, not enough white boys tap dance these days.
I think too many white boys tap dance. I think we need to get some DEI in tap dancing, because I'm seeing too much white male representation.
Too much crack-a-lackin'.
Luke, throw up the evidence with a bass drop sound effect for each one you find.
It's the statistics.
It's the bass drops so the audio listeners know how many examples Luke found.
I actually did take tap dancing lessons. I'm not doing a bit right now. I'm serious. I took tap dancing lessons.
Did I ask?
No. I'm just trying to make conversation.
What do you think? This is a podcast or something?
People want us to talk more
It's
about...
called the SuperMega Show, not the SuperMega Cast.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Fuck, the branding on that.
Fuck. So, if it's a show, we should probably do segments like...
That's probably why it's not doing so well. People think it's like a Jimmy Fallon show where we're going to have, like, Joe Jonas on. Or JonTron.
No, I was saying John Travolta. But JonTron and John Travolta are both very similar in the way that...
And Joe Jonas.
All in
they
the
all
closet.
sing.
And they are all Scientologists.
And they all love getting paid and making money.
Yo, they love stacking that fat fucking cash. But You know, this table actually right here would be perfect for a tap dance routine, would it not? Like look at this.
But you don't have your tap shoes
No, watch
anymore.
this. Watch. Imagine if I had tap shoes on. Doing like a whole like.
Matt, if that breaks under your enormous weight, you only have yourself to blame.
I weigh 75 pounds, dude. I'm not gonna fucking break it. I was
know.
actually gonna show you some of the real tap dancing moves that I did learn.
Because
in
you were
lessons.
putting all of your pressure on the center and weren't distributing your weight, which had me worried.
Yeah, this is what is this made out of?
A breakable matter.
Yeah, it's definitely breakable matter.
I'm just gonna.
Well, we know that
I'm gonna.
because
I'm
we
gonna
ordered-
describe everything as breakable matter.
Like we ordered these off of like the tiled furniture on the podcast set we ordered off of Etsy, and I mean they showed up with a lot of little broken pieces. Like we had to flip this one around because there's pieces broken off the back. So it is literally breakable matter.
Which is crazy because we specifically looked the place up that we got these, and they advertised it as even a Hulk couldn't smash our tables or whatever the fuck it was. I can't remember.
I think it was in French.
Yeah,
And we did the Google Translate thing, and it was
I don't
something like
speak
that.
French.
Oh, absolutely not.
I speak American.
I would never fucking speak French.
That's what it sounds like.
That's also kind of like
Just an attack on your senses.
Yeah.
All of them. Especially smell. Because if someone's speaking French at me, I know their breath stinks.
and I know they got hair in their armpits. Especially
Matt,
if
you
it's a
have
lady.
hair in your armpits.
No, everyone in France has hair in their armpits.
Your mom has hair in her armpits.
What? So,
Everyone has hair in their armpits.
dude, the girls have armpit hair.
Well, the problem
It's
with the French is that
disgusting.
they I was gonna put it lightly and say braid, but they dread their armpit hair. That's a new fad that the French are doing, which I just find fucking revolting.
I went over to France, and I Delta had lost my bag, and I needed some toiletries, so I went to the store to get like a toothbrush and deodorant, and I'm looking around, I find the toothbrush, and I can't find the deodorant, and I asked the guy, I'm like deodorant.
Well, can you also mention to people, like, when Matt says toothbrush, a French toothbrush is literally like a fucking doctor's popsicle stick. That's really all it is.
Which I don't. It hurt a little bit, but my gums bled. But they just didn't have deodorant anywhere. Like I don't think that country. I don't know if the. Like way back, China invented gunpowder, and it's like, well, it hadn't made its way over to Europe yet.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. Like deodorant hasn't made its way over to France yet, or manners, honestly, or good looks.
Make sure there's some sort of put the sound effect in, Luke, at that moment when the rap battles where they go, oh,
I like
a
that
group of people.
That's a good edit, Ryan. That's a really good edit.
Thank you.
That's a really good one.
I have my editor's cap on. Well, I have my Portugal hat on, but
Have you been to Portugal?
no.
Why are you wearing a Portugal hat?
My mom went and she got me a souvenir, and that's this hat.
Okay. Well, that's fair then.
And it's a nice hat.
It is.
It's not. You would think, and
Could I see it?
God loves Cecile. No, God loves Cecile, but don't touch me. We've talked about this.
I wasn't going to touch you.
We've
I was leaning
talked
forward
about
to look
this.
at that just to get a better look at the hat.
I told you even before the podcast. Stop! Don't touch me. I created a boundary,
and I was not going to touch
and
you.
you were about to cross
I was
it.
not. No, I wasn't. I was leaning, like, if you replay it, I'm leaning
You're not
forward.
gonna pull the I'm not touching
no,
you
I'm
bullshit.
trying to get a better look at the hat and the material because I do
Luke,
like the
hold
cut
on.
of it. And that is how Sopranos ends. So I'm excited for you to watch the show now.
Well, I don't know if I it. Yeah. Thanks, man. Welcome back to the podcast. It's still me, Ryan McGee,
And it's still me, Maddie. I got my last name initial wrong. Maddie. Let's restart that. And it's me, Maddie Dubs. Dubs for winning, and it stands for W.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Not like a crossover between Matt Watson and iDubbbz or anything like that.
Well, That's actually a really good idea. And I haven't thought about that, but now you've planted the seed in the garden of my mind. So, mind if I could call him right now.
Yeah, I'm an ideas man. I don't mind giving them out, but I don't give them out for free, bucko.
Do you want me to go grab my wallet?
We can talk Venmo after the podcast.
I mean, I have cash on me.
Okay.
And I don't just have any cash on me. I have a special type of cash on me.
The gold card?
I got the Trump gold.
Zoom! And he's off.
I've got my wallet right here, guys. Got this one on Amazon for about
Bifold.
for about $11.
A black bifold.
I do love
a black leather bifold. Now, what kind of leather are we talking here?
Oh, you touch it, man. You tell me.
Oh, that's definitely hefty, like horse.
Yeah,
That's some horse leather.
I think it is horse leather. now, in terms of payment, for your little idea, how does? Hold on, I'm trying to. 2,000, 3,000.
What you doing over there, huh?
Oh, 50,000. Okay, how does 50,000 South Korean won sound?
Oh, shit. That sounds amazing. Sounds like I'm about to go buy a house.
Yeah, you're gonna buy a house with that.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Yes, you are.
50,000?
50,000.
Probably get an apartment for a year or something.
I have no idea how much that is. I have more Korean money in my wallet because I killed a Korean man and took his wallet. Here, I forgot to convert it back at the airport, so you can just have it all. I'm joking because I don't know how much that is. Wait, how much is that?
You're joking as in you're not giving this to me?
No, just count it. How much is it?
Okay, so 50,000, so 60,000, 70,000, 80,000, 81, 82, 83, 84,000.
Oh, missed one. Sorry. 94,000. Okay, let me look up the current conversion because I'm actually worried that might be more money than I'm thinking.
Ideas don't, ideas don't pay for themselves.
That's true. 94,000 South Korean won to USD is fuck, dude. Dude, you can't keep that.
I don't know. You gave it to me in payment.
As of right now, on as of recording this, dude, that's $63.21.
Thanks, man. Ideas are precious.
I know, and time is money.
I'll give this to my accountant, and they'll figure it out.
Just showing up and just like slapping down $63 worth of Korean money.
Put that in my account.
Just figure it out. Just I don't know how it works.
There's probably people who do that.
Yeah, us.
You're right. How will I laugh tomorrow? Ellipses.
I knew exactly. That's what my pants say.
It is what your pants say.
And,
but the audio listeners didn't know.
Yeah, my pants for some reason say. Okay, I bought these at a thrift store. These sweatpants just because I liked the color and I liked this little logo. I didn't realize it had the text on the side that says "How will I laugh tomorrow?" It's kind of edgy, but it's like these are very comfortable sweatpants.
Or maybe you could take it as like one of those southern, like "How will I laugh tomorrow?"
It's like inspirational.
Yeah.
How will I laugh tomorrow? You tell me.
Was the keep calm carry on like a Brexit thing?
No, it's just a British thing. Like
wasn't it big again?
It was in the
wasn't it big again during like Brexit or something, or like during something happened in recent history where like it was drummed up again.
If I'm not mistaken, it was like that's what they say in the tube. The tube is like their subway.
Okay.
And it would say like keep calm and carry on. I'm gonna have someone in the comments with their fucked up teeth going, that's not correct.
Probably typing it with their teeth.
Yeah, they probably are able to. Yeah.
They can move their teeth independently in and out of their gums, kind of like fangs.
Yeah, and it's fucking freaky, dude. It's like some shit out of a fucking alien movie.
We don't have that because we're American. That's just not in our genes. That's just not in our gene pool.
Oh, and it's not in our mouths either.
Thank God, honestly.
See what I did? Because you said jeans, and I made the joke that it was pants. Oh, by the way, I mean, well, speaking of that type of humor, there's a new Naked Gun movie coming out.
Starring Liam Neeson.
Which I think is funny that the original was Leslie Nielsen, and now it's Liam Neeson.
Sounds kind of the same, and they also have somewhat of the same trajectory when it comes to career, when it comes to like Leslie Nielsen doing more serious TV show cop roles, I believe, before later in life really committing to comedy. And now I don't know if Liam Neeson is committing to comedy, but he seems to be more open. He's been open in the past. He was in Ted 2.
They were both go-go dancers for a bit.
That is true.
Briefly in their careers.
Okay.
So they do follow the same trajectory. Mm-hmm. And he was in Ted 2. And I think he's a good choice. We watched the trailer, and will it be any good? We'll have to see. There was a very funny moment in the trailer with O.J. Simpson.
Yeah. Well, that whole bit, like, if you've seen the trailer, there's a whole bit where like lieutenants or just people in the police force are lined up crying because there's always like my dad was a cop and died in the force, and
Liam Neeson plays.
Now I'm doing what my dad wanted me to do.
He plays the son, right? Okay.
So it's like a line of people kind of crying to a portrait of their father lined up like it's like a urinal essentially.
And then at the very end, one of them is O.J. Simpson because he was in the original Naked Gun movies, and then it cuts to like his son, and he just looks kind of awkward.
Orenthal James Simpson. God
bless him.
I will say the Girl Scout bit fell flat for me.
Me too.
I
saw it coming.
But it was the second half. It's not even that I saw it coming. I just think that it's like he's wearing pants. It felt like a very scary movie. It felt like whatever those fucking directors were called.
Fuck.
Do you know those?
Yeah, I do. I used to know their names.
Not the Wayans, because the Wayans were involved in the earlier scary movies and then dipped out with 3 or 4, some shit like that.
It's kind of embarrassing for them. They share a Wikipedia page.
Or maybe they just dipped out when they started doing like epic movie and stuff.
I mean, well, whenever like epic movie or disaster movie would come out, I remember in the trailers it would be like 2 of the 8 writers of scary movie.
And it's those 2. I think it's just 2 white boys. 2
quirked up white boys with a little bit of swag. Busting it down sexual style.
They got fucking Kim Kardashian in a movie.
A disaster movie?
Mm-hmm. They had fucking she's having a renaissance now. Jessica Coolidge? What's her name?
Yeah.
Is that
no, it's not Jessica Coolidge. It's it's not Catherine Coolidge, is it?
Something Coolidge.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Hold up.
Jennifer Coolidge.
Jennifer Coolidge. He was a J name.
Yeah, you were close.
So Jennifer Coolidge
she's
was in
White Lotus,
epic movie,
and
epic movie,
and Minecraft,
and I haven't seen the Minecraft movie.
I haven't either.
But all I know is that the villagers love crushing loaf.
Okay, I just know a
slime cube.
Little flint and steel, little chicken jockey.
Chicken jockey.
I would love to go see it in theaters with you.
I have seen nothing but people having a miserable theater experience because it's a children's movie, first off. Not only that, it's a very, very passionate audience.
Hey, well, I heard from someone the other night that they went to go see it at the Americana in Glendale, and they did a police sting while he was there to catch a P word that was meeting up with a young one to watch the Minecraft movie, and they caught him and arrested him.
Oh, wow.
So it was like a whole sting operation. My girlfriend was watching White Lotus, and I walked in the room, and
Jennifer Coolidge was on screen.
She was, and it's like one of the only few scenes I've seen from White Lotus where she was crying, and then Uncle Rico from Napoleon Dynamite was like, "I still want to fuck you," and then she's like, "Really?"
That's Greg, baby.
Is that his real name?
That's his name in the show.
Oh, it was so funny though when I saw him. I was like, "Wait, is that who I fucking think it is?"
I didn't recognize him at first because I've seen all the seasons of White Lotus. I watched the third, like I binged.
I've seen the end of season 1. because it captivated me. It's one of those things where it's like, you know, someone is watching a show and you walk in the room and you kind of like just linger for a bit and you end up just watching like half an episode.
It's like a fun slice of life with some like a good bit of like tension and like a very unique soundtrack or score. I would say that the first season, nothing has topped the first season for me. In fact, I don't.
Not even the GOG Master?
I know. And I'm talking about in terms of like 1 compared to 2 and 3 of The White Lotus. But first season being the best season out of the 3, in my opinion. I really do think that Mike White, who's the director, writer, producer, you know, creator of the show, he works best with 6 episodes, because whenever it starts to get into like 7 or 8 episodes, it feels like instead of those episodes meaning anything, he's just elongating a 6-episode plot to 7 or 8 episodes. And just season 1 is just magical. I don't know. There's just something about the first season. I think for me, it's
I really like the ending.
The actor, and I wish I could remember his name, but it's the actor who plays the hotel manager.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
He fucking knocks it out of the park.
The one who like is doing the drugs. And, dude, if I'm not mistaken, Mike White was one of the people who made Nacho Libre. He's done a lot.
He played Ned Schneebly in School of Rock.
Because all I remember is seeing like in the Nacho Libre opening credits, Jack Black and Mike White, and I always thought that was funny
because they did creative stuff together. So I'm
Painting
assuming like
by
because School of Rock came out after Nacho Libre or before?
No,
Nacho
that came out before Nacho Libre.
Right, that was earlier.
Nacho Libre is like 2004, 2005.
Because I'm remembering the look of School of Rock, and that's an old movie.
I used to get Nickelodeon magazine when I was a kid.
Well, not old, but relative to.
And I remember getting the Nacho Libre issue where it had him on the cover with the old Nickelodeon logo. God, I don't know if I still have those.
Nickelodeon magazine?
Yeah. I used to get those every month. Fuck, I wish. I don't think. My dad probably threw them away.
Probably along with your Smosh magazine as well.
Just too painful. With too painful of memories, my dad sees the Smosh magazine and goes, well, this was when Ian and Anthony were broken up, and he sees the Smosh magazine, tears, well in his eyes. And
well, actually, when they broke up, he ripped it in half, and then later, like probably 2 days later, he returns back to it, and the tears start to well up, and he puts the two halves together and just lets it out. Your dad's a strong man to not be afraid to share those stories with you and allow you to share them on the podcast.
He's a screamer. Like emotionally, he he lets it out.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm glad he gave like explicit permission for us to say all this stuff about him on the podcast. Like he had that big Smosh poster in the bedroom, like over my mom and dad's bed. Which I think that also caused some tension because my mom was, it's like, I remember back, it was like 2006 or 2007. My mom was like, "Why do you have these teenage boys up on the wall? This 5-foot poster. Who are these?" When
they were, having intimate love, when they were making intimate love, when they're having one of their sessions of love,
one of their sexes,
he would move her out of the way so he could get a view of those cutouts.
But it was a view of success. I think more so than like a sexual thing.
That's me. It was kind of like Patrick Bateman when he's looking at himself in the mirror.
Yep.
It's like that same mentality where he's looking at future him.
Right. Like he gets it's like a reflective poster.
I just imagine like Ian and Anthony,
and like he sees himself in Ian's face with the bowl cut, and he's like, "That's gonna be me."
Like the camera's zooming in, and there's this droning sound effect.
Dude, if we ever make a super mega movie, I think it needs to start with that scene
of your dad.
And
thus Matthew was born.
Like, that's gonna be my boy.
I like your dad. I think it's funnier if your dad is projecting his his want for like self-improvement and self wealth for himself through them. He's like, I could be like them. These YouTube boys, these YouTube teenagers.
Why are you making Dale from Texas now?
Dale's just a general Southern stereotype, so I can use whatever I damn well please. Mm-hmm. And if you disagree, I will fight you to the death.
I don't disagree.
On that.
don't disagree.
I stand by my principles, and if someone disagrees with me, I will
me
challenge.
when I'm in high school and I'm sitting next to the principal?
I will challenge them to a fight to the death if they go against my opinion, just to show that I believe what I stand for. Are you willing to die for your beliefs?
No,
I am,
and that I respect you for that, because a lot of men these days have it's called the pussification of the American male, and not a lot of American men are willing to die for what they believe in.
I carry a fucking butter knife wherever I go. So like, say if someone takes my parking spot, I'm like, that was mine. I was obviously pulling into it. They go, no, it wasn't. I go, huh?
You flash that shit. You lift your shirt up.
I lift my shirt up.
And they could see the tip, the handle of the butter knife.
Oh yeah, that beautiful like floral, like intricate kind of whatever the fuck that you would call that, like a imprint. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like silver, but it's got like like flowers kind of embossed.
Yeah,
I think embossed is the term.
Beautiful word.
Yeah, but like a boss, they run away in fear.
Mm-hmm.
Because no one fucks with D. Ryan McGee.
I went, are you willing to die for that belief?
At least no one fucks with Ryan McGee and lives to tell the tale.
Exactly. I'll fucking kill a cracker. I won't. Unless
me when I'm hungry and there's some Ritz crackers in the cabinet.
Dude, Ritz crackers are phenomenal.
I eat them
I could just eat a sleeve plain.
Me too.
Although they are good with like a nice kind of like soft cheese spread as well.
You know what's fucking delicious? Little PB&J sandwiches out of Ritz crackers. You
I've
put
never
peanut
had
butter,
that.
A little jelly between two Ritz.
I would think the crackers would be a little too.
No, it's delicious.
Okay,
it's so good.
You
it's
learn
a great
something
snack.
new every day.
Ritz were one of the snacks I used to keep by my bed for nighttime consumption when I would like wake up at like 5 in the morning in this like haze and my body is screaming for food. So to give it something nutritious, I would down a sleeve of Ritz crackers in my bed.
And now you've upgraded to Oreos. So congratulations. You've really made the steps into becoming a healthier individual as you age.
Thank you. Well, now I've transitioned more out of Oreos and I've gone more towards kind of like jelly beans.
Okay.
And gummy bears.
You know, beans are a part of some. They're somewhere in the food pyramid, I'm sure.
They are.
Like I think mid tier maybe.
And they don't say what type of beans, so
yeah,
who's to say?
Baked beans, refried beans, pinto beans.
All right, Bubba.
You
got baked beans. Just vomits everywhere. I'm sorry, Forrest. That's all right, Bubba. It happens. Continue.
He has just vomit slime like kind of dripping a little down his gum or his
kidney
jowl.
beans. You got
his lip.
Black beans. You got.
That was a prosthetic.
Yeah, it was a prosthetic.
That was like a whole
lip.
like jaw essentially it was a lip prosthetic, yeah. But didn't it go like right here?
I don't know how that actually worked. They like the lip. Bubba's lip was fake.
Yes,
guys. I'm sorry to shatter some realities out
Burst
there.
Burst your bubble. But also, they didn't use a real shark in Jaws. But in Jaws 2, that's a different story. There's a lawsuit about it. Look it up. Anyways, go on, Matt. You were about to talk about how much you love having sex with your mother.
There's also a lawsuit with Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. Look that one up too. But basically, Bubba's in Black Dynamite, and I remember we were watching Black Dynamite, and you wouldn't recognize him.
I thought it was kind of cheap for them to try to connect it to the Forrest Gump just in case Black Dynamite didn't do well. It's like, oh, the fans of Forrest Gump will still hoist it up. Let's put Bubba in there.
Right.
I think it was kind of cheap to bring him back.
Yeah. It's so long after the movie, too. Well, actually, Forrest Gump 2 was happening, and then 9/11 is what stopped it. So you can thank Al-Qaeda for that one, guys. I'm not kidding. The script was done. It was in pre-production, based on the sequel, the book Gump and Co. And in this one, he goes to space with a fucking monkey. He fights in Operation like Desert Storm. He crashes the Exxon Valdez. Like and he also invents the Coke formula.
He lands a plane on the fucking Hudson River.
Mm-hmm. Not many people can
do
that.
On the goddamn Hudson. How do you do that? How do you land a plane on the Hudson?
All right, everybody out. But actually,
no fatalities.
Very, very absolutely much respect to that pilot.
Fucking awesome.
That is fucking insane. Like, landing a 747 on water, like, and being successful with it, that's a tough thing to do.
Man, it's not just water. It's the fucking Hudson. He landed a plane on the fucking Hudson River.
We got to see where they shot that. They didn't shoot it on the Hudson. They shot it on a big
In a
old
tank.
green screen with a lot of water in front of it. We saw it at Universal.
Yeah. And in Pirates of the Caribbean, they didn't actually film in the third movie. They didn't film at a real whirlpool. That was also green screened. Fake bullshit. They're lying to you.
Yeah, and also what really got me down was when I found out that The Martian was shot on a fucking soundstage and they didn't shoot it on Mars. I thought Matt Damon, would have a little more self-respect.
Hollywood's filled with fucking liars.
Fucking liars and cheats and frauds. And some goofballs. Hey, it's all right. No need to be sad. Well, guys, we have a sketch to edit. That we got to get cracking on.
You right, fam.
I told you, man. Just be yourself. You don't need to try to do the Gen Z.
If you like the podcast, we have a Patreon. We have behind the scenes and other Patreon exclusive shows.
Yeah,
but most importantly, for those who are fans of the podcast,
if you like this podcast, there's more of this episode on Patreon right now. You can go watch. There's some more. Every episode has an additional big old chunk, big old sloppy chunk.
Yeah, like another. It's like, imagine if this podcast had another third or fourth, probably
Right.
fourth,
Maybe a fifth sometimes.
but it's still conversation.
Honestly, I'm not going to lie. And I'm not marketing here. I am just going to say the Super Mini Show a lot of the time is astronomically funnier than the actual podcast episode.
Sometimes that's the case.
And we walk out
yeah.
and we're like, damn it, dude. Is there a way to like swap it?
I think it's because we have like an hour essentially to warm up, and
Yeah.
then we have like a 15-minute small collection of like, we know that we only have 15 minutes, so
Yeah.
or 15 to 30, however long it takes.
And everyone's name's on screen right now. They know that we only have, 15 to 30 minutes to really bust out the best of the best. And you can get your name on there too, on Patreon. Mm-hmm. And stickers in the mail each month.
Yep.
But what do you say we go cross streams and then we come back and we bust out the best 15 fucking minutes of our life?
I say a freaking men. Eagle screech. Please, Luke, add that in. See ya. Luke, you thought your workday was done and you just got to go through the members only podcast without having to do much, or I'm close to ending my workday. But boy, oh buddy, do Matt and I have a surprise for you.
Oh, do we have a surprise coming up for you? Yeah, don't tie those shoelaces and pack that backpack.